And as you close your eyes fully, start breathing into your heart. And exhaling out from your mouth. Allowing your lips to relax even more. Allowing your eyes to relax. Very good. Allowing your 2 pointers of your lips to relax even deeper. Breathing in. Let's bring our hands up in the air. And just expand your hands. Maybe even your fingers as if you're a tree. And if you're a tree, what kind of sounds will you make? Maybe you're a special kind of tree. And let's slowly start moving your spine as well, creating more energy to move through you. What will feel good and juicy in your body? Still making those sounds. And as we do this, let's also slowly open our eyes and let's look at each other's tree. Maybe some people are not moving, maybe some people are moving a lot, and like, oh, so many beautiful trees in this place. And let's slowly close our eyes again. Again, breathing into your heart. And as you exhale, slowly bring your hands to your face. And start bringing your hands to your hair, as if you're taking a shower. You're giving yourself a beautiful massage, and you just feel so beautiful and divine. No F words here. And how can you allow yourself to feel more open? Maybe making some yawns. Yeah, giving those head massage even, neck massage, shoulder massage, allowing yourself to touch yourself and feel good. And let's also look at each other feeling good. Like, look how juicy this feels. Everyone just like, that feels good. And keep on just feeling good. And slowly bringing your hand to your heart. Taking one deep breath. And exhale out. And let's slowly start moving our body. And I invite you to actually stand up now. Now moving your whole body. What will feel good right now? Shaking your body, moving that chi, moving that ki energy. Making sounds. Really allowing yourself to be like jello. And look at beautiful Michio family there. feeling the love. Look at how beautiful this is. And spin 3 times in your own unique way. And slowly coming to the front of the screen. Thank you everyone for being here. Let's all take a deep, juicy breath to our heart. And exhale out. Also bringing our hands to our hearts. I'm gonna call this Jiaiii first. By the way, Jiaiii means self-love. And for me, I had this drop. Oh, I made up a word. I didn't make up a word. There's in English, we have a thing called download. Like maybe in some spiritual community, maybe you heard of it before. It's like a drop. You have this an idea, inspiration coming in. So I had this drop yesterday. And I'm like, wow, when we touch our hands together, like on our hearts, like we're connected to each other. Isn't that beautiful? We can always like come back to ourselves and like, oh yeah, I did this with the Jiaiii community. Oh, and then another drop, community. It's come to unity. Isn't that beautiful? Community. So when we have our hands to our heart, it's not just this, it's more magical. It's wow, we're coming into unity. And you're being connected with all the people around the world who've had their hand on their heart. So I call this the Jiaiii first. So let's all just Jiaiii first. Closing our eyes. Feeling connected with our hearts. And the hearts of all people in the world. All children, all mothers, all fathers, like everyone in the world. Breathing into this love and unity. And exhale out. And as we drop even deeper into our own body, you feel your whole body being more relaxed. And I invite you to ask yourself, how does my body and my heart feel right now? Taking a time to notice what you're feeling. And let's write it in the chat. I feel... I feel excited and nervous, so beautiful. I feel the love the family there. Excited, beautiful, love and slightly uncertain. Thank you. Thank you for your honesty. Thank you for being in your integrity. Abundance, beautiful. And joy, yes. Joyful, oh wow. Let's all breathe into this, inviting in the nervousness as well, inviting in, allowing the uncertain part to be there too, because we're all human beings and we don't abandon this emotion. Love, breathing into everything. And exhale out. So as we open our eyes, let's take a moment to just witness each other here in this screen. Look how beautiful and divine we are. Beautiful. Thank you for your time today. And thank you for allowing me to be late. And thank you, Hero, for holding space for me. I was like, I call this, I made it this word. I'm pooping everywhere. Like when I'm irritated and frustrated, like I was pooping everywhere today, just before this. And Hero was holding a beautiful space for me. So thank you. All right. So before we begin, I want to share you the agreements for this space. So let me open the. Oh, thank you. Yay. Thank you for making me feel more beautiful and divine. And thank you for being my divine reflection. All right. All right. So, yay. Presents. Woo. So that's me. And today we're going to be talking about emotion. And yes, we are going to be creating a very safe space in this space. I like to call it the wombniverse. So in a way, we're in a womb. We're feeling safe. Oh, I hear music. Let me just turn that off. Whoops. Perfect. And in order for us to co-create safe space, we're going to be honoring few things here. And this will be our agreements for the space. Which is one, honor your intuition. What does that mean? So yeah, honor your intuition. If you have something that you want to say, honor that and write in the comments. Yeah, just write in the comments. If you have any question, honor that and write in the question. And if you feel like, oh my God, I want to go to the bathroom or the restroom, or I want to get some water, really, do you honor yourself, honor your body, and just get what you need. So honor yourself, honor your intuition, and also honor flow. What do I mean by that? Well, honoring flow, so honoring the drops. So that's why you're gonna be commenting like, oh, I had this wisdom, or I heard of this before, or anything that you want to share. And this is how we can co-create the space together. It's gonna be more fun. It's more interactive. It's like more fun. And yeah, so we can all learn from each other. So here, like, I'm not a person who's gonna be sharing things. I'm just a part of a person. Does that make sense? I'm just part of the group sharing things, and so are you. Yeah. Also, honor your energy, meaning that in order for us to co-create safe space, we don't feel safe when we are afraid of being judged. Yeah, we don't feel safe when we're afraid of being judged. So we want to actually honor judgments as well by going deep within and asking yourselves, what am I judging about myself? Because in a way, if you're accepting yourself, you won't be judging other people. Yeah. So honor judgments. Yep. And honor energy. Because emotion and judgment is all energy. So just honor all energy. And also honor your own space. Meaning that if you don't want to share something, you don't need to share anything. Yeah. And let's say, oh, other people are sharing things, so I should do that. Let's not use the word I should anymore in this space. You are allowed to be yourself here. And the more we allow ourselves to be us, the more we feel safe. And the more we allow other people to feel safe. Let's all just take a deep breath into feeling safe. All right. So, yep, and honor your truth. Perfect. And we have a Jiaiii culture, and for me, Jiaiii culture makes me feel this like Mother Earth energy. And this is why I have the Mother Earth-ish arts there. One is, I'm sure you know from Hiroku, like flower power. So let's all just do flower power here to everyone here. And also giving flower power to ourselves. Ah, that feels really good. Yay. Also, another Jiaiii culture is aho. I know in Japanese, aho means stupid. But in Lakota language, aho means I feel you. I hear you. So whenever someone is sharing something and you're like, I feel that. I've been there. Like, I've been there. I experienced that as well. You write or you say aho. And by doing this, we feel connected. We don't feel alone. Many times we feel alone because we don't share about ourselves. We hide ourselves and we think, oh, you know, I'm the only one who's having this issue. But actually, it's not. We all been there. We're all human, experiencing similar things, but different experience, but similar emotion. So yeah, aho, yay, what a great word, aho. Yeah. Also, drop is the downloads. Honoring your downloads in drops and writing down in the chat. And this is why it becomes more fun. So every morning, Jiaiii, we have a C circle where we meet each other. Lawrence is the weekly one, and Osaka-chan is in there. And it's so fun because we share our own drops, and we're like, oh my god, new idea. Yeah. Thank you, Hiro. Also, in this space, no scripting. Meaning, when you're gonna say something, you don't need to like write a whole script in your mind. Like, oh, if I sound like this, I will sound perfect. If I say this, I will look good. I won't make a mistake. Let's step away from that. Because when you're scripting, you're in your mind. When you're in your mind, you're not really listening to anyone. You're being disconnected with yourself, and you're also being disconnected with other people. Who's done this before? Maybe write 111. Oh, yay! I've done it too. Yeah, so no scripting because it's not fun. And yeah, let's just enjoy. And I really feel the more we step away from scripting, the more we can trust ourselves. Yeah, we script because we don't actually trust ourselves, because we think we're not enough. Yeah. So let's breathe into trust. Also, last one, honor flow, meaning asking consent. Ask if you want to share an advice, like if you want to give someone feedback, like individual feedback, let's ask for consent. So do you mind if I share my perspective? And the reason why I emphasize this is because when we don't ask for consent, we feel violated. We feel unsafe. Yeah, I did not know about this. And in a way, it's because my parents were always giving me feedbacks. Lynn, you should change this. Lynn, you should improve that. Lynn, if you do this, it'll be better. Lynn, if you do this, you'll be something, something, something. And that, you know, made me feel and low self-esteem issues. Who've also experienced this, right? Like 222 in the comments below. Aho, 222, yeah. So, since we're in a womb-niverse, since we are co-creating safe space, we're going to be asking for consent if we really want to share individual advice. So this is even in this space, and also even, you know, like afterward, where if you guys decide to text each other. And by doing this and by bringing this culture, even outside of this group, we teach other people to ask for consent. We teach other people to co-create safe space. So in a way, I really hope we bring this Jiaiii culture outside this space, to your friends, to your mothers, to your father, to people. Yeah. Even if you may feel like, they might think I'm weird. They may not understand me. Yeah. All right. Oh yeah, so by creating this safe space, we are able to have heart-to-heart connection. Because I feel safe to be me, the other person feels safe to be him or herself. We are raw, we are authentic, we are more connected. Love that. So this means we're in a 0 point. Who heard of 0 points before? So if you're in a, 0 points means you're in 0 points. So you're not, it means basically you're in the here and now. You're not in the future, you're not in the past, you're in 0 points. So if you go to those like spiritual community, people are like, yeah, let's be in the 0 point. Let's be in the 0 points. And basically what that means is, let's come into presence, into the here and now. So no, no like limiting belief, anything from the past, just now, here, now. And where we're in here now, we're not thinking about, we're not being afraid of being judged. We're not being afraid of worry. We're just fully present. And this is how we can have heart-to-heart connection. And I realized, I had a drop this morning maybe. Wow, 0 points. So for me, 0.0, it's a circle. When you do this, whoa, it's an eternity sign. Get it? Like one and like it becomes eternity sign. And when we're in here and now, we are eternal. Isn't that amazing? I thought it was amazing, the drop that I had. I'm like, whoa. And this is sustainable. If we're living in the past or future, we feel we're not enough. And that's not sustainable. Thank you. I love Hero's little like, memo there. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I thought that was a cool drop. So what this means is you allow all waves in your here and now. Waves is like, in a way, energy. So imagine that you're at an open space, again, 0. So maybe everyone, just like you can just like close your eyes for a bit. Closing your eyes. Take a deep breath into your heart. And exhale out. Now breathing in from your feet into your heart. And exhale from heart to your feet. And just allow your belly to relax. Even your butthole to relax. And in this relaxed state, I invite you to imagine that you are an open space. You're an open space. And I invite you to slowly open your eyes, knowing that you are an open space. And when we're in this space, you're in the here and now. Yeah? And I imagine like, so everything's all energy. I think we all, in this group, we all feel that. We allow all waves of energy to be there. So we allow this to be here. We allow that nervousness to be there. We allow the uncertainty to be there. We allow that happiness to be there. And when we can allow all waves to be an experience as an open space, we are fully in here and now. We're in the 0 point. So I really love what Bruce Lee says, empty your mind to open space, yeah? Be formless, be shapeless like water. Yep, and this is how we come into heart-to-heart connection. Whoa, yay, thank you, Infinite Lawrence. Yeah, I love it. So, I know maybe some people wrote, I don't know. Oh, do you all have water next to you? So, as you know, so water, yeah? When we speak to our water carries memories. So Michio Emoto Masaru, he did this thing where he put these words into the water, and it just became this beautiful structure for really beautiful intentions. But when you say something evil or you make me sick, the structure in the molecules of the water becomes really ugly. Yeah, so water holds and carries information. So I invite you to just think of your intention for this space. And slowly bring your water to your heart space. And taking a deep breath into your water. And as you exhale out, infusing your water with your intention for this space. How do you want to be feeling today? How do you want to feel by end of this session today? And breathing in, drinking to that water of that intention. Mm. 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 And now, I love that. Well, I'm gonna put that practice into my morning ritual, talking to my water. Phenomenal, Risa. Yeah. And now for you to be closer to your intention, what will you commit to? What will you commit to in this space? So for me, my intention was expansion. I am expanding with everyone. That's my intention. So for me, what will I do? Oh, full energy. I will commit my full energy. So what will you do? And let's write down in the chat your intention and what will you commit during this time. So this is I love this. What will you commit to? Because the other day, Hiro did this, and do you want to share your experience about the manifestation masterclass? You wrote about the commitment part, and the whole experience was different. If you can unmute yourself.
Hello?
Yes?
Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so last time I committed to teach what I learned. So I listened because I made that commitment. I listened with the intention of teaching. So I was taking notes. I usually don't take notes. I was taking notes and I was absorbing information, putting them into my own words. So yeah, being committed, I created a purpose. So it changes the whole experience.
Yeah. So writing down your intention and commitment in the chats. I'd love to read everyone's intention and commitments. And as people write, connect, beautiful. Yeah. I thought it was really interesting. Commitments, the etymology of commitments actually means to unite, to bring together. So for me, how I see commitment is, maybe I'll share this in some other time. It's gonna be a long story. So Riza is being present, connects with other people's commitments. Because the reason why this is important is wishy-washy commitments leads to wishy-washy results. So wishy-washy commitments brings wishy-washy results. Isn't that amazing? Like, whoa. It's so true. Learn and connect. To discover more about myself and commit to exponential growth. Yes, it sounds like Lauren's vibe. All right. To get a drop of illumination. Whoa. I release my negative thoughts from this week and be authentic. I commit to listen more intuition. Wow, amazing. And you're already doing it for writing this and honoring your drop and flow. Feel more relaxed, no worries, no fear. Beautiful. Isn't it just so nice when we read each other, when we share our intention, we feel more connected to each other? Imagine if we didn't share our intentions. I won't feel connected. So this is how you can also feel connected in your own like daily days with your friends or with your parents or with people around you, sharing intentions. So let's take a water. Let's drink our water with intention. Right, so I'm just gonna, maybe we can also shake a bit, because I've been talking a lot. All right. So let's do this. All right. Oh yeah, yes, the opening is pretty long, I realize. Jiaiii mission is for people to remember their own power. Oh yeah, I forgot to write about myself. Before this, I had a slide about myself. Anyhow, well, Jiaiii mission is for people to remember their own power. So source from source, feel abundant to become more resourceful. What I mean by that is when in my inner journey, like anyone else, I forgot, I didn't know my power when I was growing up. I had such a low self-esteem issues. I acted as if I'm confident, but it's because I was trying to hide my insecurities. Yeah, I would like more a lot of I had a lot of makeup on, and I would be like, I was such a bitch. I looked like a bit. Oh yeah, I was such, I was yeah, I looked like I was confident, but I wasn't confident at all. I was always seeking guys, like I wanted guys to love me, and I didn't love myself at all. And I was also bullied. Yes, I'll be careful. I was also bullied when I was in elementary school by cheerleaders, and then like cheerleader, and then in my university years, which is so scary. I was so scared. Like I felt everyone was talking bad things about me with rumors, and I felt unsafe in my university years. And I felt like I don't get along with people, that I don't belong here. And I was really, really hurt. And I forgot my power. So as everyone here, if you're in your journey, I know many of you are in Mind Valley, you are now remembering your own power, right? Like, wow, I am the creator of this universe. I am the creator. You're remembering who you are. And so that's why, because I'm now in this, like remembering my power and embodying that power, this is why I'm here. I'm able to share you my wisdom that I learned from like for 10 years and like kind of like 一縮したじゃないか、なんか getting it all together, and I'm able to share right now to you because I remember, and I'm now slowly embodying my power even more. And I know everyone here is in that journey too. Because everyone I feel who've been through many things. And if you haven't been through hardships, you wouldn't even be here because you wouldn't have the passion to do the inner journey work, right? Who feels me with this? 111, yeah. Aho, yes. Yeah. So Jiaiii mission is for people to remember their power, and not only that, embody that power and help other people. Not help them expand. Just want true expansion. Yeah. And I want people to be sourcing from source. Who heard of the word source before? I feel in a lot of spiritual books, you heard about the source. Yeah. Source is water term. It's water. In Japanese, we write minamoto. That's also sanzui. That's water. Whoa, right? Whoa. And interesting, you know how I say drop? In a way, the reason why I say drop is I feel I'm having a drop of water from source. All inspiration, I think inspiration is like God's breath. It's coming from the universe, from source. Yeah. And when we can think like this, we can really feel our intuition matters because it's not coming from us, it's coming from source. Yeah. And that's how I was actually able to trust myself even more. My ideas matter because it's coming from source. And I feel a lot of successful people, they say similar things like that. Yeah. And that's why a lot of successful people, they meditate a lot and then they receive a lot of downloads and drops. And yeah, so source from source, feel abundance. Abundance, etymologically speaking, the word behind abundant means actually, original meaning is overflow. Overflow, another water term. When we are in source, we are abundance, we feel expansive, we are overflowing with source. And this is true, eternal, this is sustainable. When we're not sourcing from source, when we are sourcing, I had this drop last week. When we are actually sourcing from other people, like people pleasing, we get so depleted. Who can feel me with this, right? Like 333. Because when I want to please my parents, which was the case for such a long time, I was just so exhausted. But when we are fully in integrity with ourselves, that means connected with source. We are abundant. We are overflowing. Look how we're so connected here. We can all feel this. So Jiaiii mission is for everyone to be sourcing from source and become resourceful. Source, another source word. So basically what Jiaiii mission is harmony yourself. I wrote self, like your cells in your body, harmonize yourself, come into full integrity with yourself, and then I spelled it wrong, harmonize the universe. Because because basically, you know, your inner world is your outer world. Nothing exists as like you, everything is your own consciousness, right? Who heard of that before? Yeah, we all, Mind Valley people, I'm sure you heard all this. Yeah, like, so basically, if you harmonize yourself, if you come into total integrity, everything, the world will become in harmony. Imagine a world, a planet where everyone is full integrity with themselves and they are sourcing from source. They are in harmony with themselves. They're creating their life from love and not from space of fear. That's world peace there. That's harmonized society. So that is Jiaii's mission. So thank you for even being part of the Jiaiii mission by being here with us. Yeah. I felt harmony and synchronicity. Ooh, beautiful. I love it. And synchronicity, we experience synchronicity when we are sourcing from source. So I love it. Yeah, I heard of this expression. Yes. All right. So today, that was the opening. We're going to be talking about what is emotion because today's topic is about emotion. And then we'll have some embodiment practice in closing ceremony. I will try to finish on time. I will try. I may not able to. I hope that's okay. Thank you for allowing me to be not perfect. Thank you. I love you all. I feel safe. Okay. So what is emotion? Oh, and I call this, so I'm going to be asking question and I'm calling this Jiaiii expansion because when we ask questions, we expand our consciousness. And when we expand our consciousness, we enrich ourselves, which means we enrich our world. Our world gets more exciting. Our world gets more magical when we expand our consciousness. Who can feel this? Isn't it so much fun when we're learning, when we're expanding? It's because we are the micro of the macro. Yeah. As the universe expands, even the universe is expanding right now. This is why when we expand, we feel amazing. So that's why I'm calling it Jiaiii expansion. I felt it so much these days. Woo, yeah, unity, yeah. Love this. So what is emotion? Maybe people can write in the chat, what is emotion? Or maybe you can share it, like you can just unmute yourself and share. Energy, emotion, I love that. Yeah, share your knowledge here. Share your knowledge. I think our body's reaction to inner and outer experience, beautiful. Oh, expression of your soul. Love that. And what are main important concepts of emotion? Life expression. Whoa. Ooh, message from the universe. Life expression. I love that so much. Wow, it's so juicy just reading the chat. Great. So, what I will be sharing is, yes, emotion is energy. Energy. And in emotion, we have a frequency level. So enlightenment peace is like really high frequency. Guilt and shame, apathy is very low frequency. What does that mean? Basically, so all of this is made of our atoms, right? And in atoms, there's this, I forgot the name. Something in oscillating around this atom. And when it's really like spinning really fast, that's when we experience peace and joy. And when it's really slow, it's in our lower frequency. So raising your vibration is actually the ascension part, but I really love raising your oscillation because it's really about raising the spinning speed. And the reason why I don't like to say raise your vibration is because it sounds like we have to raise our vibration. Lower vibration is bad. Who felt that before? I know for a fact that in my electrons, thank you. Electron spinning. I know in my inner journey, I was like, positive mindset, no negative. I need to raise my vibration. Oh my God, they have such a bad vibe. I can't be with them because I want to raise my vibration. Then in a way, people can come into this judgment part. So I like to say raise your oscillation. Aho. I feel we all been there in our journey. So, and I really love this image. So fear is very contracted. When you feel fear, how does that feel in your body? You feel contracted, right? Yeah, I love heroes. Maybe we can all experience fear right now. How does fear look like? Yeah. And now, how does love feel like? I want to see everyone do it. I see few people do it. So how does fear look like?
Fear?
Yeah, fear. Yeah. And how does love feel like? Open. Yeah. So beautiful. So even in this, we can like feel how different it is, right? Like, wow, love does feel expanded. And when we are, you know, feeling love, we raise our magnetism because we're like, look, we're like open, open. We are more magnetizing. Yeah. So this is why, for me, it's so important for me to be. I mean, it's also for me. It's fun to be in joy. It's fun. It feels good to be in joy. And this is how we can raise your magnetism. And that's where the manifestation also comes in as well. By the way, for manifestation, for those people who took it, you will know, I don't like to call it manifestation. I call it pulsation. The reason why I call it pulsation is because joy, love, it's all in your heart. So when we pulsate from our hearts, when we are in integrity with our hearts, we are manifesting, like just naturally. Yeah, I thought that was an amazing drop. Yeah, and also this is what we're gonna be talking today more. Oh, I love that. Michio-san, so cute. Yeah, heart, man, heart. Let's all do a heart together. Heart. Woo. We're waiting for Zico too. I want to see Zico's heart. Yeah. Well, it's a bigger one. So, our low frequency interferes us from resonating in a higher frequency. Our lower frequency emotion interferes us from resonating in a higher frequency. And this is why it's so important for us to process our lower frequency, or else it will take, we won't have space to feel joy. Who can resonate with this? Yeah. Yeah, me too. I feel we all can be resonating. So why do we have perpetuated lower frequency? So lower frequency can be like irritation, similar kind of irritation, or similar kind of sadness, similar kind of anger that comes up. Who has similar kind of irritation comes up in here? Just 2, 3, 4, 5? Wow. 6? What about anger or sadness? Similar kind. So why do we have these lower frequency? Does anyone want to unmute themselves or comments? And there's no wrong answer. You can't never be wrong. This is a safe space. The same patterns of irritation, anger. Me too. Yes.
Yeah, so sort of on the feeling of irritation and growing into anger because of the expectation that I've attached on something or someone, and when that expectation was not met, then there's sadness, guilt, frustration, and then builds up to anger. So yeah.
Wow, I love that. I love it. You covered it basically, but in different words, and I love it. Yes, attachments. It's basically attachments into past, right? Because if we are having expectation, it's because we maybe in the past you felt hurt before, and you don't want to get hurt. So in order for you to protect yourself, you have an expectation and you want someone to change so you can feel okay. Yeah. So basically, low frequency means you're frozen in time. You are in your past. You're living your past, basically. And this is so interesting because even with Hero, yeah, I was feeling super irritated. Like, in the beginning of our relationship, most like 2/3 of our relationship, maybe even more than that, I was like, oh, sometimes I didn't like how he communicates things. And I would just get so frustrated and irritated. I'm like, what do you want? Like, I was just getting, and I would just be like, oh my God, Hiro is just bad at communication. There's nothing wrong with me. Like, and I was justifying myself. It's all Hiro's fault in a way. Oh, did someone join? Oh, hi. さっきも言ったね. So, but then I realized, no, actually, I was just froze. I was actually hurt from my past. So you're frozen in time. Who can feel this? Who can relate to this? And this is all happening in a subconscious level. Normal people will know that because it's all like when you start doing your inner journey work and when you're peeling, I really feel inner journey work is like layers of onion. You peel onions and you're like, oh wow, all this thing is coming out. And we're just unlearning, right? So lower frequency means you're frozen in time. I really love this. So here I feel people may know about quantum physics. Time doesn't exist. We're just in the here and now. So past and the future is an illusion. Yeah, and we have this concept of multidimensional self. We are actually a multidimensional self. We are a multidimensional self. And so this is here and now. We're actually hooked in our other parallel universe who's been experiencing that hurt, and we're hooked into it. Yeah, I really love this. And when we unhook ourselves, when we unhook from that path, I like to say, well, not I, people like to say the timelines. When you unhook yourself from that timeline, you're free. So you won't be feeling the irritation anymore. You won't be feeling that frustration anymore. You won't be really feeling that anger anymore because you're free, because you're not attached to that pain anymore. You're not attached to that multidimensional self who is still hurts, which is your inner child. It's your wounded inner child. Yeah. And this is really, really interesting because with me, my journey, like with my family, Hiro knows this. You've been there, you saw me. I was with my parents. I was just like, everything I was triggered. Everything they said to me, I thought they were against me. So when they say something, I would be like snapping at them because I thought I was being attacked. But when in reality, they weren't attacking me. They were just having a conversation with me. But because my inner child is hurt, because my mind is still subconsciously hooked in my past, I would think that they're attacking me. Yeah. And when I slowly started to unhook myself, I'm like, oh my God, my parents are just having a normal conversation with me. That filter was gone. And now I was just able to see, like, be in the here and now and just see my mom and my dad speaking to me normally because I don't have that filter. Yeah, unhook yourself. Yeah, I love this. For me, I was like, whoa, yeah. So this unhooking, you are the one who unhook. Yeah, you are the one. A lot of people, they think, and I had this with my past clients, if I go to a healer, they will help me unhook this. They will do that for me. No, that is not the case. You unhook your own self. The healers, the coach, they might able to guide you, but at the end of the day, you take ownership of your life. And when you take ownership of your life, you unhook yourself. And that's when you start to liberate yourself. That's when you start to be free. That's when you're able to source from source. And you are able to be radiant and be in service for people. Because you know the other people's pain and you can help them. So this is why it's so important for us to navigate and dance through low frequency. And the reason why I call it dance through is, now I don't like the word deal. A lot of people, they're like, how do I deal with my negative emotion? A lot of my past clients, when they come to me, they're all like, Lynn, help me get this negative emotion out. I wanna know how to deal with it. No, you don't deal with it. You dance with it, which I'll be sharing it to you more. Yeah, let's have the water break. How's everyone feeling so far? How is everyone feeling? Yeah, you dance with your emotion. Connected. Woo. So, to wrap up, low frequency means it is looking for multidimensional self, which is in lower density, which is unprocessed emotion energy. Yeah, it's an unprocessed emotion because emotion is energy. And because you haven't processed it, it's still stuck in your body. And because it's stuck in your body, if you keep on avoiding it, if you keep on numbing it will lead you to physical ailments. And that might be like body pain, might even be cancer. Yeah, it's frozen in time. So that's why I have this little red thing there. So it's basically low frequency is unprocessed emotion and energy. And the only way to move through this energy is process it and move that energy. Oh yeah. Unprocessed emotion is, I love this drop. Stagnant energy. Look, energy sounds like inner chi. So one thing is similar sounds have similar vibration. Similar, maybe Hero can write that down. Similar, when it accumulates, it becomes cancer. Yes. So similar sounds have similar vibration. So this is why, if you follow my Instagram, you will know I don't call morning. I call it rising, because morning sounds like crying, morning. Yeah. And it's so like even weekends sounds like weekends, like weakening. Because everyone's being too depleted working during the weekdays and they get weakened during the weekends. So anyhow, so energy is inner chi. Chi, as people know here, is ki or prana, life force energy. Yeah. So it's a stagnant inner chi. It's your actually wounded inner child. It's your wounded inner child. So that's why here in the drawing, it has that's the stagnant inner chi parts. And there's the inner child there. So basically, low frequency suggests that there is wounded inner child. So this is why actually, with Hero and I, when I'm feeling irritated or overwhelmed and I'm like, like pooping everywhere, like I said earlier, that's not me. That's my inner child feeling threatened. That's my inner child feeling unsafe. That's my inner child want to be held. And when people can see that, when next time maybe your partner, your friends are being like irritated, like you're being irrational kind of, and just being irritated and all over the place, you're like, oh no, this person is just pooping all over the place. They're wounded inner child, it's so hurt. And then you can just like love it, like, oh, I love you. Yeah. Yeah. So low frequency, what happens usually? People, so look, left side, there's a little inner child there. Small. Armors, people try to put armors not to feel the hurt. So the mind tries to escape by, how do we avoid emotion? How do we avoid low frequency? Alcohol, junk food, Netflix, yes.
Suppressing.
Deflect. Suppressing, yes. Suppressing. What does deflect mean again? I forgot what it means. Deflect. I want to know. What does deflecting mean? I don't know the English word. Oh, I don't know what it means. Deflecting?
It's like you are trying to push away. Yeah, push away.
Thank you. Yay, I'm expanding. My intention has been manifested. Thank you. Love that. Deflect. Got it. So yeah, low frequency. Armor should not feel the hurt. Minds try to escape by, avoiding, deflecting, numbness. When we're feeling numb, that's an emotion. Numbness is an emotion. Because look, I feel numb. See, you're feeling the emotion. Numbness suggests that you've been suppressing, like Lauren said, suppressing your emotion for such a long time that you can't feel anymore. Who've been there? Yeah. So for me, in university years, I was raped. So for me to suppress that, well, I actually didn't know how to take it, because the day after my rape, I actually went to the person and actually confronted him. Why did he do that? And what he told me was, Lynn, forget about it. And I was like, oh, and that's when I shot out. Yeah. And also from, more, so many, I just numb myself, and I couldn't feel anything anymore. And when I couldn't feel anything anymore, I couldn't love myself. So I would actually tolerate pain. I would actually tolerate people not respecting me, because in a way, I didn't know how to respect myself because I numbed myself. I'm sure everyone can have, like, I feel that, わかると思う. Numbness. Also, force. In a way, like burnout. If you're just forcing things to happen, you're not really listening to your heart. You're not listening to your emotion. Because in a way, you're avoiding something. And that goes to busy. And I had this drop, I think it was last week. Busyness. Whoa. Business sounds like busy. A lot of people are too busy to think. That is why a lot of people are not in their inner journey, because you're just work. I still have, so I used to be I used to be an in-house consultant in an automobile company. That was for 2015, 16. And I remember I met my colleague this year, and I still remember when I was about to leave, he was like, I'm just working a lot, but I don't really love my job. And he's still there. And there's nothing against him, but I know many people can relate to him. Who knows people who also do that? Yeah, I see a few hands there. Also overthinking. A lot of people, we're in our mind, our ego try to protect our inner child from feeling the hurt. And in a way, that was important, because in order for us to function, we needed to, in a way, not to feel, in a way. Yeah, because it hurts. So overthinking, also being aggressive. So that is how we have an armor to not to feel. And when this happens, when we do this, look, left side, the little inner child is so small. That's how much, little inner child. This is what people usually, their inner child is so small. We don't even notice. It's in our subconscious mind so deeply that we don't realize our irritation is actually stemming from our wounded inner child. I didn't even notice my irritation for communication came from my past inner child. Yeah, from my wounded inner child. And when we don't process this, what happens? Life gets harder. Life gets harder because we're just suppressing, and we're making decisions based on our suppressed emotion, based on not in our truth. That's why life gets harder. That's when we become more in not aligned path. That's when we feel more lost. That's when we feel disconnected. So basically, this connection is there because you're actually disconnected with your inner wounded child. Yes, yes. So I would like everyone to go into breakout room. Yeah. And in this breakout room, I invite people to ask, tell me how you are avoiding your truth or avoiding your emotion. And we will do this for 6 minutes. And we'll go by one. So,
Wait, give me a moment.
yes. Does anyone have any questions so far? So if one person says something, you say, thank you, or can you clarify that? Or can you summarize that? So if someone is just in their mind, like saying a lot, you can just say, thank you. Can you summarize that? Yeah. And if someone has a really short answer, which is also okay, you can also say, can you clarify that? And thank you. All right, so for 6 minutes. And before we start, when you go into the chat, let's take 3 deep breaths together. And from that space, you can start. So let's all take a deep breath in. Again, breathing into your belly. And out from your mouth. And it's all and shaking your head. The more you do this, the more relaxed your face becomes. And go, everyone. And just feel how liberating that is. Yeah. You feel more energy moving through you. Because if you're like this, you're stagnant, your energy's stagnant. Shaking, you move your energy, your inner chi. All right, so does anyone want to share something you felt in your own experience? So not sharing other people's experience, but your own experience. How did you feel in that? You can either write in the chat or share. Chiko-san.
It was really nice to speak with Eliza, and we connected. I found out like we had like the same. We do actually the same thing sometimes to have like to forget about your emotions and things like that. Like for example, like washing dish and looking for instant gratification to help you like feel good and forgot about the negative emotions and things. And I felt really connected with Eliza. Thank you very much for sharing.
Who also has instant gratification? What's your instant gratification? Yeah, everyone. Isn't this amazing? When we start to be in our truth, when we start to share what maybe society might want to hide, we feel more connected. So many times we put an armor on. If I don't show my perfect self, I won't be accepted. No. When we show our truth, We feel connected because we are connected to our inner child. Yeah. And also, you know, the outer world is your inner world. Everything is a reflection of you. So the more we are connected with ourselves, the more we connect with others. We are the bridge to other people. Isn't that beautiful? I remember in my inner journey, I was always feeling so disconnected. I felt I didn't belong in Japan. I mean, look at me. Like, I was like, oh, I don't look like I'm Japanese, but I don't look like Japanese. I don't really fit here. My views are so different. My attitude is different. And I felt so disconnected, but it's because I was disconnected with myself. Yeah. All right. So let's go. Oh, yes. はい、行きますね。行きますね。I hope everyone's enjoying this as much as I am. I'm enjoying it. Okay. Oh, you know, also another thing is so I have a coach. Of course, I have a coach. And she was like, whoa, she shared me something. I was like, whoa. My coach told me, for instance, if you're speaking with someone and you look, I do this too. I do this. You look like other way. You look like I do this like other way. She's saying it's because you're feeling uncomfortable with discomfort. In a way, that's how I avoid, by looking different ways. So for instance, when I meet new people, I have a tendency of looking like so subconscious. I look kochi, I look kochi toka. And then like my coach was like, hey Lynn, you know, you're getting out of your body. You're disconnecting with yourself with a discomfort. Come back. And I'm like, whoa, that is so deep. So many times we get so disconnected with ourselves, so subconscious that we don't even realize. And this is why, at least in my experience, having a coach, having a one-on-one mentor, it's like, whoa, I love it. Expansion. Anyhow, low frequency is a disconnection with ourselves. Yes. I just love this drawing. It's so simple, so beautiful. It makes me feel so divine. All right. So yeah, low frequency is actually calling you home. Low frequency is telling you, come back home, come back to your body. Yeah, come back to your inner child, get connected with your inner child. That's why your low frequency, your so-called negative emotion is trying to tell you. Hero said in the comments, he wrote like, negative emotion is a message from the universe. It is a message from the universe. It's telling you, hey, look even deeper. There's another layer deeper that you can go to, yeah, to become wholesome. Oh yeah, and how do we come back home? I love this. Holding space for yourself to your time traveling bodysuit. What I mean by this is, in a way, I feel your body is like a time traveling bodysuit, literally, because when we're thinking of our past, we're not just thinking about our past. We are time traveling to our past, and when we experience the pain. Who has experienced that? Like, for instance, you're thinking about something irritating, like something that happened at work, and you just feel so irritated. And even if it's in the past, you feel the irritation in your body. I love it. Yeah, I see some people like smiling. Yeah, see there, you are actually time traveling. In your brain is re-experiencing that so-called past, that emotion. So how do we come back home to our body? Is to actually hold space for your body. Hold space for your time traveling bodysuit. Yeah, So basically what that means is holding space for your inner child, for your wounded inner child who still hurts. And it just wants love. Like how you wanted to be loved at that time, you were hurt. And maybe the people around you didn't know how to hold space for you because they also didn't have people who can hold space for them. Especially, like, personally speaking, my parents, they love me so much. They care for me so much. They want the best of me so much. Yeah. And this is why they've been like saying, Lynn, you should do that. You should do this. You should do that. It's because their parents also did that to them. And in a way, their parents also didn't honor their sovereignty, their own space. And that's why they couldn't do that to me. So when we learn, when we educate ourselves how to hold space for ourselves, we hold space for other people as well. Because we naturally educate them to hold space. Ooh, what is Hero writing? Yeah, I love how Hero just writing things. Yeah, it's gonna, well, great teacher, not a myth. Parents are hurt, never learn how to, yeah. So, and I love this. It's again another water term. So imagine you're like an ocean, you're in the ocean. And these emotions like irritation, anger, sometimes we feel like we're being controlled by emotion, like, help. Who's experienced that? Like, I'm so overwhelmed. So, it's because you're in the web. And when you're around the surface of the water, you get affected by your emotion a lot. Therefore, come back to source, come back home. How? You deep dive into your emotion. You deep dive. You don't avoid it, you deep dive. You fully feel it. I love this. And that's when you come back home to source. When you fully feel and when you fully like allow all waves to be in your present moment, that's when you come back home. Who've ever felt like, who cried before and they feel like, a sense of release? Did anyone experience? Yeah. Or who felt so much anger and after you just released that anger, you felt, you felt that openness. That is source. That is home. Wow, that is expansive states that we're all looking to feel. But we don't feel safe to do that because we are taught that emotion is bad. Showing anger is bad. Showing your tantrum is bad. Shh, be quiet. Who've ever been told that? Like, shh, shizukani shirasai. Yeah, right? And maybe even your friends might be like, why are you so angry at this little thing? Yeah. And when we judge our people, when we judge others, we feel unsafe to show our truth. And that's when we feel more disconnected with our source, with our home. Yeah, so let's go dive deep. And this is what I teach in Jiaiii mentorship and also group coaching that's happening in June, in which I teach about this transcendence ceremony, which is really, really fun. Yeah, okay. Oh, this is a myth. You need to fix to heal. You need to change to get better. There's something wrong with you or me. Who've been through this journey in your inner journey? You need to fix to heal. You need to change. You need to improve. I was also in that journey too. I was looking for so many like, oh, what's wrong with me? I need to fix that. What happened in my past? I need to like go dive deep and do something. But no, actually, to heal is to come back home. Heal, etymologically speaking, it means to make whole. Wow. Healing means to wholesome, to remember who we are. That's how we can heal, by fully feeling our emotion, deep diving to our emotion, to our water to heal. And it's so interesting. Emotion, like if you're into chakras, emotion is known for water. It's like on water elements, or maybe not chakras, but like also and like if I look at the 4 elements, when you learn about 4 elements, water is always with emotion. And when I first learned this, like I really didn't know why water is like related with emotion. But I'm like, whoa, there's so many like correspondence. Anyhow, I got a little bit like sidetracked. Okay. So to remember who you are. So there's nothing wrong with you. It's literally just you remembering who you are. All right. So how do we pass the armor? Yeah. How do we de-armor ourselves? How do we show our truth? It's by holding space for your time-traveling bodysuit, by creating safety within yourself. Because if we don't feel safe within ourselves, I mean, that's why we have an armor, because we don't feel safe. And that's our protect mechanism, the armor. Love this. I cannot de-armor when I do not feel safe. Yeah. So in our brain, we have a command center, and this command center, when you are feeling too much tension or stress, we go into fight, flight, or freeze mode. And that's when we have our armor down. So it's so important for us to feel safe. So we let go of our armor and our inner child to play, to come back, to be in our truth. Who can relate to this? That I mean, I know I have, like I know that I still am too. Yeah, my inner child can be more like woo, but I know there's some part of me like that's holding me down still as well. Oh yeah. So creating safety within is liberation. Creating safety within is true liberation, is freedom. Because when we feel safe, our inner child can play. And our inner child will guide us to our aligned path, or to our right path, to our dharma, to our purpose. And it's freedom. Yeah. Because when our inner child guides us, we don't need to work anymore, because every day it will be a play. It won't feel like work. When I'm sharing this to you, I don't feel like I'm working. It's so fun for me. It's freedom. I never have to work in my life. And this is what I also teach more in my mentorship, and also in my group container in June as well. It's called the Sacred Ceremony. Yeah, every day will be a play, freedom. Whoa, right? Until you die. Isn't that beautiful? Until you die. Like, whoa. Wow, like, wow. Because there's so many people who are still unhappy, even if they're 70 or 80, because they've been suppressing their emotion, or because they've been doing the work that they didn't really like doing. And now they're 80 or maybe they're 70, they don't know how to live their life. You know, even in a way, they lost their identity because they don't have to work anymore. And they feel lost and they feel disconnected. So I celebrate everyone here. You're working on it, you are navigating through your inner journey. You are creating that liberation, that freedom within you. And you will be emanating this freedom all your life. Wow. So we'll have a little break, don't worry. We might go over a little bit, but we're almost finished. So this is why it's so important for you to awaken your divine feminine path. So who know about feminine energy? Who heard of feminine energy before? Divine feminine, divine masculine. I also teach this in my mentorship or in the group container more. Basically, Divine feminine is the softness. And the divine masculine is like structure. And in the society that we're living in this wounded masculine energy where we all force, aggressive. Who felt being in that space of force and aggressive? Yeah, I think we all have if we've been living in the city. So for us to restore and come back into balance, it's so important for us, for even men as well. So this is not like boy, girl, gender thing. For us to awaken our divine feminine energy, our yin energy. This is same as yin and yang. Yang is masculine. Yin is feminine energy. So, and what do you think is the benefit? Or I don't like the word benefit. What do you think is the blessing from embodying the divine feminine path or energy, or walking the divine feminine path? What do you think is the blessing that comes out of it? People can write down in the chat, or maybe even unmute yourself and share. What do you think is the blessing from it? Empathy. Ooh, love it. Yes, empathy. Oh, it's until 8:30? Whoops, I thought it was from until 9. Ada, is everyone okay? So if people have to go, you can go. That's off. Thank you for allowing me to be here. If you need to go, if you feel tired, please honor yourself. Yeah, and you're more than, I won't be hurt if you leave. Okay, but it's almost finished. The softness that I need in life, yes. Feminine energy is about softness. It's about safety. And when you have this, what happens? You're more inspired. You feel more balanced. You are in the aligned path. You have more creative flow. You have created chi. Your energy is there. You're in source. You're receptive, which is empath as well. For me, I started to embody my feminine energy even more. For people who follow me on Instagram, I think you know, like I'm outputting every day because I have so many drops coming in every day. Hiro and I always share our drops every rising. And I'm like, oh my God, baby-san, kite, listen to me, listen to my drop, listen to my ideas. I want to do this, I want to do this. And it's nonstop. And this came when I started to embody even more my divine feminine energy. And this leads to wealth because I have so much inspiration that's coming from source coming in, and that's service to people, and I receive money from that. So when you're embodying the feminine energy fully, you also create wealth. You become more magnetic, yeah, because you're vibrating high. When you vibrate high, you attract even more. Whoa, right? Whoa. Yeah, and it's so interesting. So when I started to really embody my feminine energy even more, I attracted my client last week, and it was the highest price that I ever offered. So I was like, whoa, whoa! I was so happy. I'm so happy. Thank you for celebrating my happiness with me. So I'm like, whoa, divine feminine path is whoa. And this is, I'm walking that path right now. And I love this. The deeper you go, the higher you rise. This is one of the Taoist beliefs as well. The deeper you go into your body, the higher you rise. So it's really, really interesting. The first time when I started my inner journey work, oh no, not the first time. So I studied psychology, NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, and after that, I took a private coaching by like people who can see things, psychic people. I had like few sessions with her, and one of the things she said is, Lynn, in order for, I know you love spirituality so much, but in order for you to like rise and like to be more in the high consciousness, you have to come back into your body. You have to ground yourself, or else you won't able to rise. And she gave me this image. Imagine you're a tree, and if you're not rooted enough, even if you go higher, you're gonna fall apart. Like you're gonna, who can feel me? Like, yeah, when I don't have that like structure, like when I don't go deep, well, I just don't get I don't feel balanced. So that's why it's so important for you to come back into your body. And this is why doing inner journey work just by your mindset, there's a limit. And I've been there, like doing it. I remember when I was doing the inner journey work, just in my mindset, something was missing. I didn't know what it was. And that was the embodiment piece, which I'll be sharing more in my mentorship or in my in my group container. But that's why embodiment is so important. Yeah. So why do we do embodiments? I kind of said it. So embodiment, yeah, gives voice to our emotion into our body. Embodiments, we go from head space to our body. We reconnect with our body. And embodiments, we become the frequency. When we embody, for example, queen energy, you become the queen or the king. And you emanate that frequency. And people can feel that. Yeah. And if we can be that, if we can be that, like we become it. So this is why embodiment is so important. And it brings you into wholesome as well. So in a way, embodiment is like embodying confidence, and you just act confidence in a way. But you don't intellectually do this. You embody it with your whole body. So embodiment brings you home to wholesome. So maybe we're almost there. So, and again, wholesome means make whole. So, I thought we can have a little break. Do you want break or do you want to keep on going? Maybe you can write in the chat or. It's maybe keep going. Okay, great. So this is a drop that I had yesterday. So maybe can you get a blanket, everyone? Having 2 blankets is good, but having 1 blanket is good too. A blanket. So Zika knows about this because I had this drop yesterday. Oh, wow. Look at Lawrence's blanket. Oh my God, that looks so cozy. Whoa. Wow. I want to see everyone's blanket. Wow. なんか素敵。みーさんの beautiful design. かなちゃんも素敵. And let's wait for Zico. Maybe you can shake or get that water. I'm just going to get some water. Oh my God, look at Zico. He looks so cozy. So I've noticed something. I had a drop yesterday, which Zico knows, which I received from a festival. I was at a festival and I'm like, oh my God, I have a drop. And I was sharing Zico about it. Yeah. So I realized, wait, how do we descend to our body? Oh yeah, before the blankets. We descend to our body by BSM. What's that? It's a 5 tantric gateway to presence. How do you come back into presence? Is using breath, touch, sound, movement and awareness. So let's all try. Yeah? Try to be in your mind while you're moving. Maybe we can all unmute ourselves and let's create some sounds as well. So we can unmute ourselves. Yeah, muting. And using breath as Wow. So that's how you can actually come back to presence. BSM, breath, sound, touch. BSM. Oh yeah, breath, sound, movements, and touch and awareness. Yeah. So in embodiment, we use all this, and that is why we're like shaking and like saying sounds. We're not doing that just because it's more fun. It brings us back into presence. So especially when you're like fear of judgment or something, move yourself. There's stagnant chi there, so move yourself. And that's how you can come back into that 0 point to eternity, to source. All right. So we honor our emotion, our energy, our inner child, and we honor ourselves. When we don't honor emotion, we abandon ourselves. Yeah, see, little inner child hurts. So, and what I've noticed yesterday, this is, Zico knows this. Yesterday, I was really, really cold. And I was like this in the festival, so we can all do this. So let's all like put our blanket here. And I'm like, wow, I feel so safe here. Don't you all feel safe? And maybe you can even like bring your blanket. Like, don't you feel so safe in here? And I feel like a little child as well. And I've realized, and look how cute we look too. And I look and I realize, wow, this is like I'm in the womb space. Womb. I'm safe here. And when we are in womb space, when we are in void, we are in a creative space. Yeah, this is where all the creativity happens, our womb. And this feels safe. So I realized, wow. And also, wow, like Mother Teresa, toka Magdalene, Maria Sama, they all have a veil like that. So I'm like, wow, when I'm like this, I am also connected like people who wear these things. I'm connected to also their consciousness. And then I'm like, wow, usually when, if we're feeling low frequency, our negative emotion, we feel lonely. Who felt that before in our negative emotion? Yeah? Wow, but if we can just put a blanket on, I'm not alone anymore. I'm in my universe. Whoa. And I feel so safe and I feel so loved because I am held by the universe. The universe got my back. The universe has my back. And I realized, remember in the beginning, I said, hey, touch your heart with your hand. And Jiaiii is here. All the community is here. I got myself. I got my inner child. I'm not alone anymore. I am safe. Wow. Right? So I thought just for a moment, I'm just going to, so we have this and another piece and we will have it closure. So let's all just close our eyes and like really get small, really get cozy. Really get cozy. So like really putting it like this. Well, so you don't have to see ourselves. I'm going to be putting some music on. And start just taking really deep, deep breath. Deep breath into your heart. Start relaxing your belly, your jaws, your facial muscles. There's no need for you to please anyone or to be not you. You're safe to be you. You're safe. You can create that safety. And as you have your hands in front of your heart, tell yourself, I got myself. The universe got my back. All those hard times, all those times you wanted to cry, all those times that you felt you're not enough or no one can understand you. It's okay now, because I got myself. I am safe. I'm okay to cry here. I'm okay to be me. And maybe you can all say it with me in your own time. I am safe. I am safe. I am safe now. Slowly taking a deep breath in. Breathing even deeper into your heart, into the womb of the universe. Breathing into your own safety. And you can come back into the space. How do people fear? Fear? No, how do people feel? And yeah, Ziko-san.
I feel like when I was like my inner child, when I was like a kid, I used it to play a lot, to create small houses and get inside. And they have that feeling of security, that feeling of happiness, like, oh, it's like, couldn't want to, that was like very, very, very warm.
Yeah, thank you. What about other people? Maybe one more person. Hi, Lauren-san.
Yes, I really felt that I'm inside the wound. I felt so warm. Then I recall that the time that I suppressed my feelings, like I'm suppressing in the terms that now I realize that I've been lying to myself during that time. And like I'm lying also to the person that I'm with during that time. Then I have this opportunity to forgive myself on that situation. And so for me, it's really, really a good connection to my past, unhooking myself to the past that I had. Yeah, so thank you. It was a good experience.
Wow. Breathing into unhooking and reclaiming our power and remembering who we are. And I really like this. You will never be alone. And I really like this because yesterday I had this job and I was just telling to Hiro until he got really tired of me repeating the same thing. But I was like, wow, I can forever keep this until I die. Because if I die, because probably when I'm about to die, right? We're all afraid to die, I think. Most people. A lot of friends, they're all gonna maybe die first. You'll feel some grief, you'll feel some sadness. But you will always have this, right? Until you die. And if you like choose the cloth, the blanket that will always be here for you, if you have this, even in your deathbed, you can always bring your hand to your heart and be connected. You're never going to be alone. Wow, like you're in unity. Whoa, right? And this is how we can feel wholesome. We don't need, in a way, although I do life coaching, in a way, we have this, we don't even need coaches. Because you can provide that safety and you can always feel okay and wholesome and you can come back into wholesome. There's nothing, outside of you. You always, you have everything. Wow. Okay. So this is one of the gifts I wanted to give you, this cloth, this magical sacred cloth. And this is how you can create, you can honor. I love what Lauren said and shared in the morning today. We can like have reverence to our emotion. Every time I feel a lot of times, even little irritation, you think, oh, it's just little irritation. We don't need to honor it. And you just, in a way, lash it out to people. But every time you have this, you can honor it because you can remember. All right. So I actually had another piece, but I think we're all getting tired. So we're going to wrap up. Just for this wrapping up, we have a question, which is we're going to go into breakout rooms for 6 minutes again. And it's more about reviewing. So yeah, what was the new ideas you like? What are you more, thank you. What are you more conscious about? What would you like to remember? Yeah, from this space. So yeah, what will you like to remember? So we're gonna go into breakout room. And I'll see you soon. Oh, thank you everyone for today. I hope you anchor what you've felt today. Yeah, so that's about it. Does anyone want to have a last share?
Yeah, me.
Oh, yay.
Yeah, so the towel or the blanket, it's actually a fresh experience for me because I don't have it consciously in my practice. So actually I was with Eriza then thinking about how can we practice this every day. Then I'm thinking about like after taking a bath, when I'm about to dry my hair, I will put it on my head, then just consciously, not to dry my hair, but to be in the womb, feel feel the experience like what we have right now, and yeah, and be on myself again, and yeah, and feel what I've been through. And yeah, when we had the exercise a while ago, I went back to myself. Then I forgave myself again and again, but there's something more to forgive, and I never thought that it will be that a great experience. So thank you so much, Lynn. I know you know that it's my third time to be in your workshop. That I thought it will be just a review for me, but I'm learning again. So thank you so much. It's really sweet. Love the drops.
Yes, drums. Thank you. Arigato. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I love you. Yeah, yeah. And it's so interesting. The more when we start to feel safe, the more things will come out actually. So just be mindful about that, because the armor goes down. So maybe you might start to remember all of a sudden like a past memory or something. Just letting you know, because sometimes people start to remember things and they think, oh, something's wrong with me. But no, it just means you're doing an amazing job feeling safe. All right, so thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. じゃあ、そんな感じで、it would be so amazing if they feel the resonance, if you can do a video testimonial or a written testimonial, that would be amazing for me. And also, yeah, thank you so much. I love you, everyone.
Thank you, Hero. Thank you, Lynn. Riza,
Thank you
Zico,
for waiting.
nice to see you,
Thank
brother.
you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you,
Thank
Ron.
you.
Thank you, Eliza. Hero.
Thank